This is the screencast for Lesson 37 in Stephen C# 24-Hour Trainer. This lesson is about using LINQ to query data. So for this try it, we're going to take this application we built back in Lesson 30. It uses file system classes to search for a file matching a pattern containing a substring. We're going to replace that code with LINQ code. Here's the program from Lesson 30. The user can select a directory, pick a file pattern, enter a target string to search for, and then click this button. Here's the old code. It clears the items list box, gets the target string and the pattern string, uses a directory info object to go to that directory. It then calls that directory info's get files method to search for files matching the pattern, and then it loops through them, processing them. Well, LINQ is pretty good at looping through things. It's good at looping through arrays and lists. That's what it's really for. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to take out this loop here where our code is explicitly looping through the list, and we're going to let LINQ do the job. To do that, we're going to keep this code up here. We still need the pattern and target string. We still need the directory info object. And in fact, we're even going to use the directory info object's get files method right here to get this list of files. And then LINQ is going to loop through it. So how do we do that? All right, here we're going to create our query. I'm going to say var file query equals from, now here's our range variable. We can say file info. If I leave the data type off, the system will infer the data type. It'll figure it out based on what's going on. In what we want to loop over. Now this is going to be this result here. dirinfo.getFiles, looking for the pattern we've selected, and the all directories parameter here means to search subdirectories as well, not just the top level directory. So we're going to use that same list, and we're going to just let LINQ do all the work for us. So next we need a where clause to determine what we're going to select out of this list. So I'm going to say where. Now at this point we have a file info object representing one of these files. We need to decide if that should be in our selection or not. To do that, I'm going to read the file into a string and then see if it contains the target text. So I'm just going to invoke the file class's static read all text method, passing it the file info's full name. So it reads the file. I'm going to call the toLower method to convert it to lowercase, and then I'm going to see if that contains the target string. And if that's all true, then this file will be selected. Alright, so once we've decided that this range variable is one we want, what do we do with it? Well, I want to select the file info's name. And that's the result I'm going to display in the list box. So all of this can go away. There's our LINQ query. Now all we need to do is execute it. So I'm going to say file listbox.dataSource equals the result of the query. And I need to turn it into an array because the data source property expects something like an array. There's one little detail here that we also need to consider. It turns out that while the file data source property is set, you cannot clear a list box. So in fact what I'm going to do up here is just get rid of this clear statement. If I'm going to set the list box's data source to be the result of this query, it's going to clear the list box for me. So I shouldn't need to do anything else. So let's run the program and see what happens. Okay, this is the directory where the program is running, and it contains executables, so I don't really want to search there. I'm going to go up a couple levels. This is the source code directory where this program is being built. And I'm going to search for patterns star.star where the target file contains the string void. Let's see if we get anything back. Okay, so we got a few. We got form1.cs, the designer for it, and the program. So that's pretty good. What else can we search for? Let's try string and see if we get anything. Okay, we got more things this time because string is used in a lot of places. It's used in source code files. There's a resource file. It's even in the executable file down in the bin debug directory. So let's try changing the pattern here. We'll make it .cs files, looking for string again. That should wipe out this resource file in the executables. So this time we just got this one, form1.cs, and this one, resources.designer.cs. And that's it for this example.